welcome back to episode 6 of the Skyblock series. It's all peaceful now. No need to rage. Let's jump to in-game Bob. Okay. At the end of the last episode, I may have died. So the first thing we're going to do in this episode is regain our equipment. Luckily, this is Skyblock, so I did not have anything of value in a sense. Just an annoyance, that I died. If you missed it, here's a clip of that right now. And essentially, as you can see, I fell through a hole. First thing I'm going to think of is eventually we are wanting redstone to make the villagers, be able to get them out of there and then cure them. I don't know how to do that. I might need to practice that in creative. Maybe I'll even chuck that into a Skyblock episode, but I don't see it as being the main content of this. We're still working on the grass coming over. So that is one of our top priorities, try and get passive animals. So what we could actually do first is continue off where we died and try and get the pigman to drop some gold and then have a little trading session and try and get some gravel. And then we combine 2 gravel with 2 dirt, makes 4 coarse dirt, and then you turn that into a path block, you get more dirt. So that's a way of making dirt in Skyblock. I think that's how you do it. That's my best memory of it. Let's immediately jump into a time lapse of us trying to recover from us dying. Please ignore the fact that this beginning part is muted. It accidentally picked up the fact that I was watching a Phasmophobia episode while doing this whole segment of the video. The sound should come back in any second now. So the plan was to go into the Nether, collect some more wood, and then build out our spawning platform a little bit bigger. You'll see in a while that in-game Bob, very innocent. He did not know what he was doing when he picked the shape of his platform. In his head, having a wider end would mean it has more spawning opportunities. That seems very, very logical if you're thinking from in-game Bob's point of view. But we collected some wood here. You will see in a moment we did have a pretty bad time trying to get the pigmen to spawn. And then when they did spawn, it also went negative because we had quite a lot of faults in our collection system for where they were going to be. We get into a couple fights. It's not good. Really not good. But I have been receiving feedback from the Skyblock series. So far, it's been pretty positive, and that's very, very appreciated. I am trying to think what more I can do on this platform, on YouTube. Obviously, I'm over on Twitch quite a lot. For example, tomorrow I'm doing 2 separate collabs, Minecraft Bingo, and the second is a Phasmophobia stream with some community streamers. Very much looking forward to that. I'm not playing Phasmo today. Today is a Thursday because we're playing the Phasmo tomorrow night, and I want to really enjoy it as much as possible. Unfortunately, this would have already taken place by the time this video goes public, but if you are interested in the kind of stuff that we get up to on Twitch, the link's down in the description. This is the part where I was saying that in-game Bob was a little bit too innocent for the design we went for this spawning platform here. Bear in mind, we're able to look at this in the future. Bob in the moment thought it was a great idea, but we've decided that we're going to get some arrows together so that we can actually initiate pigmen being mad at us. You'll see in a moment how that doesn't work, but let's watch Bob figure this one out. Let's provide some real-time commentary. Here we see Bob take aim, hits the target, perfectly executed. All the pigmen running at him, starting to panic, considers the fact they can actually jump off of the edge if they don't go right down the middle. Some of them are getting stuck. Let's punch them a couple of times, see if that unstucks them. Ow, I got hit. What's happening? There's so many. When will they stop? How will I go down and fight the others if these guys won't stop spawning? What's the worst case scenario right here? Maybe they'll just spawn forever. The worst case scenario, which we're about to find out any second now, is a ghast spawning at this exact moment, which would be a really bad moment. You can see there's more coming. I've realized that they can actually fall off the edge. I realized there's a ghast. That was Matrix level hit me backs. Don't know what that's called. Return to sender. Missing again. Decide I'll tank a hit. Let's jump out the way. Lets one of them out. Perfectly executed defense right here there. Jumps down. Forgets about the one earlier. Bob, as skilled as he is, a little bit stupid. I die again, clearly. This time, it was because a miniature one, what are they called? Baby one, managed to get through the protection I made for that happening. So there we go, it did it again. Just walked right off the edge. This time I actually go back and correct it fully. Make sure that they can't get off the edge. I then even put a wall up around it to protect from ghasts when they spawn. This is me doing it right here. And that actually made it much safer. We did our first trades, which was nether bricks, a fire charge, and some ender pearls. We're waiting for dirt. We really, really need dirt. Okay, so this is neither in-game Bob or editor Bob. Just consider me Bob. I was on stream today, and there was actually a really funny comment made, which confused me slightly. Because essentially, I was talking about the fact that in-game Bob and editor Bob was arguing, but they need each other. One without the other is no one. Editor Bob needs someone to play the game to edit, and in-game Bob needs someone to edit, otherwise no one's going to see their in-game. And I was talking about this, and we were having a laugh, and then someone pointed out the fact that I am Bob talking about in-game Bob and editor Bob arguing, and I thought it was funny that they need each other and they're arguing, and it was pointed out I'm technically all three of them. That blew my mind. I've been thinking about that all day. This is like 5 hours later. I'm still thinking about the fact that I know all these people that are me. They're all me. I thought that was quite a funny thought to think about. But anyway, let's jump to in-game Bob now. Okay, so we have officially started our gold farm. So we can now come down here. That's pretty loud actually. Apologies if that's been loud the whole time. But I'll leave that up. And then turn that down. I normally have hostile creatures off because they're annoying. But I have been jump scared by so many creepers that it's convinced me to turn it back on. On that note, with the gold, my plan is we need gold boots. Once we get gold boots, all other types of gold, we can actually just go up here and go over to the traders. And then, ooh, real-time fort. I can smelt the swords, can't I? To get extra gold. I was going to chuck them off the edge, if I'm honest. Yeah, so we need a furnace. Oh, I just got a whole piece of gold. So we need a furnace, because then every time we get 9 of these, that's a gold ingot. Okay, that works. Right, so while there's nothing here, let's go get a furnace on the go. This episode so far, I am really enjoying it. With the understanding that the editor Bob and myself lore can get quite intense. I have had some feedback that our arguments are impacting other people, so we have to, we have to try and get along a little bit. What am I doing? Oh, and by the way, I'm not dumb, I'm just forgetful. Furnace. So we've got some furnace, and let's take some charcoal. See, this would be so much better with a hopper. But yeah, so what we've decided is we're gonna behave. We're gonna have a few chill episodes and see how that goes. Oh, hello. Hello there. That's not good news. I can't be getting jump scared already with... Okay, oh, here's a cool thing, right? So you know how I was telling you that I had Phasmophobia planned? I was gonna play that tomorrow. Well, hello, it's now tomorrow. So this is like 8 a.m. I go to social places on a Friday because apparently socializing is important. So I do that, and after that, I'm doing I'm doing bingo, Minecraft bingo, and after that, I'm doing the Phasmo stream. So I'm actually really excited for it. These guys need to move out the way. Go down the hole. Also, ooh, that hurt. Also, here's a thought. Because I know that these episodes will eventually be put into a movie, so what I'm doing is every 5 episodes, it becomes a movie. Because I did episodes 1 to 5, and then, ooh, my sword's about to break. Okay, let's go make a new sword. Episodes 1 to 5, then episodes 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 will be another one. Then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 will be another one. Oh, I did the math wrong. It would just be the 5 episodes. Okay, Editor Bob, cut out this whole part and redo it. You know? Please. Okay, so every 5 episodes, I thought it was 4 episodes. I heard Editor Bob thought it was 4 episodes too. We're doing a Minecraft movie. So with that in mind, I'm trying to do less things that are specifically for the episode I'm in. For example, saying things like, comment down below about this, and it's specific to that video. I'm trying to avoid that so that when they do become the movies, they're much better. This would be very confusing if you're watching this in the second movie, because you'll know where the conversation started from. But with that in mind, that's why you'll see me do that less. I will wait for passive comments over pushing for comments about specific situations that don't need one. You get what I mean? So if I'm wanting to know something about in-game, I will just hope that someone tells me I'm doing it completely wrong. That's the idea. And if someone tells me, amazing. So if you see anything from now on where I need to do something differently, or I could do it differently, I'm always open to feedback and suggestions. Same with anything I do, always open to feedback and suggestions. It would be very appreciated if you correct something that I didn't know was incorrect. Why are you stuck? There we go. But yeah. Editor Bob here. In-game Bob just froze, didn't talk for a while. Brain broke. So I thought I'd turn the evidence? Oh man, I've been playing way too much Phasmo. I thought I'd turn that moment into a little time lapse rather than you listening to me pausing massively. Like saying a word, waiting like a minute, and then my brain finally processes the next word. Sometimes I get like that, but it's okay. We all have those moments. Right here, you see us get the gravel for the first time, and I'll let in-game Bob, who's woke up, explain what that means. Here we go. Thanks for taking over for a moment there, Editor Bob. Right, we now have gravel and dirt, so it's time to test our theory. So we can use 2 dirt and 2 gravel, which gives us 4 coarse dirt. 2 to 4. Then you hoe it. I actually thought you had to make it into a path block first. Now we have 4 dirt from our 2 dirt. Now if you do the math, that's more dirt. Is the same thing. 4 dirt into 8 dirt. Okay, boom, we're away. So now we just gotta keep collecting the gold, turning that into the gravel, turning gravel into coarse dirt, and then get more dirt. I'm actually going to keep this dirt. Ooh, we actually can do a little bit more. I'm going to keep this dirt about so that we can do this more efficiently. And then once we have enough, or that grass reaches the end, it's not actually reached the end yet, then we would officially make the move with the grass, because we're essentially racing the grass here. So once this grass gets to the middle, I'm not sure how big I want this spawning platform to be. It might just be this middle wooden bit will be converted into the grass spawning area. I don't know if that's big enough though. I don't know if that's big enough. We will have to wait and find out. But I think a very good use of our time is getting more dirt. So let's jump into a time lapse of hopefully not me failing to defeat a ghast. I'm not sure. I haven't recorded the commentary yet, so I'm not sure what Editor Bob said about it. But I'm assuming it's not going to be the best. Ooh, okay. Time lapse now. Hello, Editor Bob here. Now that in-game Bob has stopped trying to jump into lava and actually look at what we've achieved recently. So you can see here, look how well that gold farm works. That works really well. There is a pause you see in a minute. I'm trying to figure out how to stop the piglins from spawning, or at least make them run away, because they do fill up the spawning location. It's unfortunate. I don't think there's a way I can actually get rid of those. I did have a Google. So instead, we're just gonna have to shoot them, which means we're also gonna run our other grinder at the same time as doing this, just to keep up with the arrow demand. Here's me Googling it. This is ×5. I gave it a good go, and I couldn't find anything. But we finally got our gold boots. You'll see us put those on soon. And throughout today, we have made quite a bit of dirt. That was my attempt at the final part of the page. Said they run towards valuable objects, and one of the valuable objects on the list was the gold sword. So in my head, I chucked that, and they all run over and do exactly what I want them to do. It didn't quite happen like that. Right here, I'm actually talking to someone on Fiverr. Now, I'm trying to get a design made up for me, Editor Bob, so that people are really aware who is talking and when they are talking, because that has been some of the feedback. I'm very much learning, and if you look between episode 1 and where we are now, this is currently working on episode 6 / the second movie, you'll see a big difference in the editing style. And a large part of that is actually thanks to you guys for giving me so much feedback. It's very, very, very appreciated. And I'm making changes. As it's pointed out to me that changes need to be made, or I need to do things slightly differently. The one I'm referencing here is that it's hard to know who's talking when I keep switching between in-game Bob and Editor Bob. And today you saw Bob. I understand. That is very acceptable. I don't make it very obvious, especially when I try and do my little Matrix moments where they're switching between, and it does get complicated. That was the intention, but I understand why it can be difficult. I also sometimes wonder, wait, who am I in this moment? But today we got so much dirt. We ended up with half a stack at the end of that little session there of grinding out the gold and then trading for gravel. Very cool. Let's jump to in-game Bob. Look at all of this dirt. We have just under, that's generous, just under half a stack of dirt. From, I don't know how long I've been doing this. I've been editing this morning. I don't know when. Also, just so you know, I am working on not saying so much. It's my thinking sound. And I have to think a lot to make a sentence. So instead, I've been pausing, but now I've got the issue of gaps between my words where I say, like, this. And then I do that big pause because I'm not saying And a lot of the editing, sorry, Editor Bob, is actually just cutting out silences or trying to change the audio slightly so you don't get those big gaps. It does also mean I ramble a bit. I have to just keep talking. And I may not know what I'm going to say in the next sentence. I'm just talking because I hate when I leave a big gap in the audio between words. It's kind of like forcing the words out. So who knows what words you're gonna get? Flamingo, Philadelphia, apples. You know what I mean? Like you just have to do it that way. But this was great. I really liked this. And that actually brings us to the end of episode 6. I think we did great. That was a lot of fun. I'm trying out new editing styles as well. So again, please bear with me. I'm hoping things are improving as we go. If you haven't already and you want to watch episode 1 to 5, last Wednesday from the day of this going live, a Minecraft movie uploaded, which is episode 1 to 5 in one long video. Long form entertainment right there for you. Make sure to go drop that a watch, even if you lurk with the audio off. Watching that would really help out the channel. So with liking and commenting and things like that. It's always really, really appreciated. I'm very happy with the fact the channel is growing. It's improving, it's going up. There's returning viewers. Still like 95% unsubscribed, but that is YouTube. That's what happens on YouTube. I think every channel has that same thing. But I really appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you in episode 7. Bye.